it's Michael Taggett here with the truth. Got it on my side, folks. So here I go with those facts again. Well, it's been a while since I've touched on the whole women, MRA feminist thing, but I saw some really disgusting, disturbing news articles. Okay, now when I did my videos about the MRA or cancer or the MRA, it's the boy they attacked the videos, which, hey, I did a video that was basically saying the MRA is cancer, let them thumbs it down and bring all the negative comments they want. I didn't delete nobody, I didn't block nobody, I just, would reply to their comments and everything. But this time I'm going to go more by facts and be calm about it. Now, what they say, some MRAs, a lot of MRAs say, is that women lie about rape a lot, and that some even go so far to say that rape is fictional and that women make it up. Okay, now get this. Get this right here from Addicting Info. Now listen to this. Court declares that raping an unmarried woman isn't rape. And where is this at? California. A panel of California judges overturned the conviction of Julio Morales because the woman he raped thought that he was her boyfriend. The woman had been drinking and she and her boyfriend had gone to sleep after consciously deciding not to have sex for lack of a condom. At some point in the night, the boyfriend left without the woman's knowledge. Morales sneaked into the room and pretending to be the boyfriend in the dark room and had sex with a half-asleep woman. She realized during the intercourse that she was having sex with someone who was not her boyfriend. Had she been married, this would have been an open and shut case, no tacky pun intended. But due to a law passed in 1872, yes, 1872, an unmarried woman is not protected. In other words, if an unmarried woman has sex with a stranger without her consent, then too bad for her. The misogyny in rape culture is so obvious and simply defies description. This is the kind of rape that leads to praising of rape that leads to legitimate rape and forcible rape, and allows rapists to, in all seriousness, argue that it was consensual sex. That's not so bad, right? Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely disgusting. And this is not the end of it, folks, of screwed up things I've seen on the internet today. On August 11th, 2012, a 16-year-old girl from Weirton, West Virginia, crossed the Ohio River to Steubenville to attend an end-of-summer party. Along with dozens of high school students from several high schools in the area, there were about 50 people there. Some bought beer, none bought alcohol. Yeah, you get the idea. It's going to be a party. A number of teens became intoxicated, including the 16-year-old girl, who was so drunk that she was vomiting and passing in and out of consciousness that was completely unrepresented later that night. Okay, what happened was the football team at the party, also by daylight, pictures, videos, and tweets posted by numerous people, showed and told a very disturbing story that involved the repeated sexual assault and rape of this 16-year-old girl by several of the guys who were at the party. And guess what, folks? The bystanders just stood by and did nothing. Good old time, right? While this girl was being used, raped, abused, and everything else. There's actual footage of it. I want to see any hardcore MRA drone who has actually said, "You're an idiot, you don't know what you're talking about." I want to see them to debunk this, to say that, well, it's not real. Well, it was doctored footage, I guess, right? That's the only thing you can come up with. But that's not all. Here we go again. 31 states allow rapist custody and visitation rights. That's exactly right, folks. I'm not making this up. And this is from Atlantic Wire. In the wake of the Todd Atkins comment about pregnancy rarely resulting from legitimate rape, lawyer Shauna Pruitt highlights a reality for women that in that situation in a column of CNN. In the majority of states, attackers are afforded the same rights as other fathers. Pruitt herself, a rape survivor who gave birth to a daughter as a result of her attack, explains that 31 states have no laws that bar rapists from seeking custody or visitation rights. In other words, if they wanted custody, they could get half custody. Now, yes, you could make a point that women, you know, they're like, what's this video about? It's about MRA people who think that women abuse the courts, that they have it so tilted on their side that, you know, men always get screwed by the courts. In the family courts, you may have a lot to argue on. Yes. But when it comes to things like this, it kind of, you know, it shows what I've been saying, that men and women both get screwed. And you guys are like, we're for the Men's Rights Association. No, you're for the total domination of men. You want it to be like the 1950s again. And hell, there are women who want to be like the 1950s again. So you're not alone in that. But you're like, but see, this is not an attack on women. It's feminism. It's an attack on feminism. You say all feminists are the same, but don't pigeonhole us. I actually did got to talk to 2 nice MRA guys. I did, 2 of them out of 100. But still, that is 2. And one guy said, you know what, man, cheers. We both agree that rape on men and women is bad. He said that. He said, any man who rapes a woman, any woman who rapes a guy, or any woman rapes a woman, any man who rapes a man is a scumbag. And then me and this other guy started to agree that, you know, that feminists do bad things, and they do. And there are bad feminists, but there are also good feminists. He said there are MRA that are just scumbags, and he said there are a few good ones. I just need to see more. I want to see more good ones because, you know, Rockin' Mr. E and them come to mind. But anyway, this is showing that there is just as much discrimination against women in the courts as there are men. Just different parts get discriminated against. And this is family court. That rapists can actually go see a child. No, that is just flat out morally wrong. And people are like, Michael, there you go with your Christian value. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't care what people think of my beliefs, but my Christian values tell me that if a man rapes a woman, he does not have no business seeing that child. None. Zero, zilch, nada. So people wonder why yes, I am a male feminist. I am for the equal rights of women. I am also for the equal rights of men. I want to see men get out of this stage of just, and a lot of you do. You do. I mean, people are like, Mike, you're going off topic. No, I'm not, because listen to this. How do you get really popular on YouTube? Look at Rockin' Mr. E, the amazing atheist in them, and they're like, what do you mean? Thunderfoot. They attack feminists. You want to get really popular on YouTube? Be an atheist and attack feminism. Now, being an atheist, I really don't mind, you know, because I know a lot of wonderful atheists on this channel, and there are bigoted atheists, but that goes with the territory. But when it comes to, like, feminism, it's just like, it's cool to piss on feminism. It's just like, attack it, launch an attack on it. Because if you stick up for it, you won't get a lot of subscribers. If you put it down, your subscriptions will go up if you're entertaining and everything. And Rockin' Mr. E, I want civility. He tells this one guy on his new video, good once again. I look forward to more and wonder what those opposed have to say. Constructive comments by those opposed are always welcome, but unfortunately most who oppose views are conditioned by ideological research and philosophy and will not concede that their views are not grounded in objectivity. The name of his new video, folks, which I'll put a link to below, Femo-Fascist Androgamy. And he calls men who stick up for feminism manginas. So, damn hair in my face. You, sir, have a right to talk about feminism and them not being objective. Like I said, I'm not going off the deep end like I have, you know, I'm telling the truth here. I'm using facts, statistical facts, that yes, men they get screwed in the courts a lot of the family courts a lot of time. I know some family members, good fathers, who got screwed by their ex-wives. Despicable. But this is not right either. And a troll left a comment on the photo that I left. He was an MRA. You know, he said, how do you know this is not doctored or fake? I'm just sitting here like, you know, seriously. The police officer who was at the scene, you know, said he was, you know, horrified. He saw the girl. Okay, now why would a police officer make this up? Seriously, what agenda is he pushing? He. Okay? Is that good enough? You know, no, you guys would have to be there for yourselves. And even then, some of you would be like, well, maybe I'm imagining it. Maybe I'm on drugs. Is that what you would be like? Would that be your excuse then? I mean, give me a break. You want the MRA to be took serious? You guys are wondering. I was like, Michael, it seems like a lot of the air is being taken out of them. Yeah, because of this reason. People are really starting to see through their crap, and a lot of guys are starting to wake up like, wow, man, I didn't know this. And some guy left a misogynistic comment on my video, Rockin' Mr. E and Michael Cook are sexist morons, idiots. And I wrote that, and I'm not apologizing that I did. He left a comment when this one girl said, well, I see your point that women can do bad to men. She said, but I think men suffering and women suffering, and she's a feminist, are both bad and that they deserve empathy. What was his response? Not by the evidence I've given. So, a woman, you know, you're like, women think they're rational and stuff. All women do? No. And you don't know what they're going through. So if both of them, maybe, yes, people do bad things, but guess what? They deserve our empathy. Men and women both. The MRA, if they want to be took serious, you're going to have to kick people like Rockin' Mr. E and them to the curb. You're going to have to show them for the political jokes that they are. And by the way, Rockin' Mr. E, I am doing a response video to you saying that Hitler and Karl Marx were the same. That, you know, Hitler got a lot of his ideology from Karl Marx. Oh my God, there are so many holes in that. I just can't. Folks, you could fit the moon through the size of the holes in that man's video. But anyway, if you want the MRA to be took serious, I'm challenging the good MRA people. I've talked to two of them who are civilized and nice as hell and smart. They just want equal rights for men. I'm challenging you to take on the Amazing Atheist, to take on Rockin' Mr. E, Thunderfoot, all these people who have made anti-feminist videos and say, you know what, I don't agree with a lot of feminism, but you know what, hey, women deserve equal rights. Feminism was necessary because women they were oppressed for so long. I'm challenging you to call out people who make these ridiculous videos saying rape is not real, or a woman who is abused is lying all the time. Of course there are women who lie about rape and getting abused. It happens. It happens. But that doesn't mean you demonize the majority of them. You wait for the evidence, and I choose to believe someone until the facts, if they're proven wrong, then you go, man, that sucks. But the fact is, you don't just sit there and demonize someone. You don't just sit there, you know, it doesn't move the men's agenda forward. It doesn't give us any credibility when we deny that there are men who do evil things. They will do bad things to women, just like, yes, there are women who will do bad things to men. The MRA is a derp. They are. They're a big, fat derp. And until they have more people speak out, you're going to be drowned out by the loudmouths like Rockin' Mr. E and them. So please, I'm challenging you to prove me wrong. More, you know, like I said, hey, you want to thumbs down this video? I don't care. You want to bring 20 sock accounts? Fine. I could care less. But if you challenge Rockin' Mr. E and them, then this video was worth making. And that is the truth.